So we go into our honey hole as usual.
Sponsor?
I just can't, we can't get through the podcast without shouting out one story, right? I don't know Scream's stories, but we got to throw Flo Rida in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Love
Florida quarterback Jalen Kitna. Anybody think that name sounds familiar?
John
His
Kitna?
father, his father was John Kitna. Yeah. So Jalen Kitna, son of ex-NFL legend John Kitna, had entered the transfer portal less than 1 week after agreeing to a plea deal that resulted in child pornography charges being dismissed against him. He pleaded no contest to 2 counts of disorderly conduct. He had 5 felony child pornography charges dropped. He was arrested on November 30th, 2022 for 2 counts of the distribution and exploitation material of a child and 3 counts of a possession of child porn. Police said Kitna shared 2 images of a young girls being sexually abused online via an instant messenger, probably sent it to friends or whatever as a joke. When they arrested him for that, they searched his phone and they found 3 additional photos depicting young girls in graphic nature. Their ages were not released or assumed by the Associated Press at this time, but clearly young enough that this is not a good thing. And so he ended up pleading guilty to 2 disorderly conducts. That gives him, each of them carry a 6 months of probation. He'll get 1 year of probation total. And of course, he's very apologetic, says it's, he's sad that he did this and his family's all sad. And now he's in the transfer portal. So I would love to see the school that wants to pick this scumbag little rich kid up. You POS.
Dude, yeah. I mean, see you in Colorado.
You kidding me? You kidding me? Dude, honestly, I mean, Kitna was a decent player. He was in Detroit and was in Pittsburgh. Like, he was he also played for the Bengals.
Yeah, and for the Bengals. I think Bengals was probably his best year.
That was his main stops. Yeah, that was where he played his best.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Dallas, he was all over the place.
Yeah, he was all over.
Journeyman.
Yeah, journeyman. Right? But he was, dude, good enough to be, a
starter in the NFL.
Right. Definitely, his dad definitely can play, but I mean, this is beyond reproach in my book.
Child porn?
Yeah.
Dog, you should rot in hell, you piece of shit.
For real. So go ahead, Bern. What do you got?
Also, John Kitna, famously one of the most devoutly Christian, preaching, not preachy, but preaching kind of dudes.
Yes.
John Kitna has never done an interview or had a conversation with anyone without thanking God.
Bringing up
God.
God.
What I mean? He's a really
kind of like a Reggie
devout,
White kind of way.
Exactly, Reggie White. Exactly. Probably is ministering somewhere right now. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough stuff for the.
That's brutal.
Can you imagine too? You have the balls by your hand. This is like being, I don't know, AJ Soprano. Your dad can get you to any team you need to be. And the kid was talented. I'm not going to take that away from him. He got a full scholarship to Florida to play quarterback.
Boy can play.
Clearly the kid can play,
Boy can
right?
Play. Yeah.
And his dad had all the contacts in the world, and his dad was also a stand-up guy anywhere he went. So people respected him, and then he pulls this. Come on, man.
Plus, dude, if you're going to be the quarterback at Florida,
all the tail?
All the pussy,
so much,
right? Dude, that's tough, man. That is really tough.
I hope it's not for his sake, and not that I'm, defending anything, but I hope it's not a situation where it's I'm 18, my girlfriend's 17, she sent me this thing, and I sent it to my friends, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, bro, she's 17. That's child pornography." You know what I mean? Getting back-to-back 6-month probation situations suggests to me that there was maybe something about this they didn't throw the whole book at him. So maybe it was something I mean, there's still no excuse for it, but that, you're an 18-year-old kid, you're 19, your girlfriend's 17, and she sends you some whatever, and you show that's a rough spot to be in.
My mind went the same spot. I was maybe this was something like that, right? I was because they said they didn't disclose the ages. He has a slap on the wrist. Then I also went, his dad is so well respected and has so much money.
Yeah.
All you need is a good lawyer. Maybe this kid really did step over the line. And if it was anybody else, he's getting pinned to the cross like Jesus. Instead, he's got the best lawyer the money can buy.
Yeah.
And his dad is a well-respected man. So people same thing with the Briere thing. When I brought that Danny Briere's son, the Sped who pushed him. People, he got a slap on the wrist too, because his dad's a stand-up guy. People respect him. They have all the money in the world. They can, you get the right lawyer, who knows? So I don't know what they didn't go into it. Like I said, the Associated Press would not estimate the ages at this time, it said. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
right.
That's
if I'm
tough.
him and the ages are 17, I'm like, please print that. Please print that.
Right.
Please
right.
print the 7. Like, the girl was 7 months younger than I was when she sent me the pictures. You know, like
right.
Yeah, agreed. Damn. All right, good. You know, good stuff.